What was the vibe like inside? Because on TV it seemed kind of quiet watching the first two periods.
Yeah, probably people are probably a little antsy to see what goes on, but it was a great vibe. I don't get to see a lot of it per se. I'm in and out of suites doing my thing, and I try to peek out. But it was awesome. Leading up to it with Greg Adams waving the towel, and then the crowd getting into it, and then the national anthem was awesome. And they came out, they responded well, and it was great for Bonino to get a goal. Bo Horvat had a wonderful game again. So, like I said before, it takes 4 to win, and it's going to be an interesting game tomorrow night.
And it was an interesting game for Ryan Miller.
Yes.
First start in the playoffs here, getting the win for the Vancouver Canucks. 2 minutes in, when that goal was scored by the Flames,
yeah.
I was feeling antsy, with the rest of the fans. What do you think Miller has to do or continue to do in Game 6 here?
Well, he's just going to feed off the win. It's a win, right? Now it's behind you. You got to go into. He probably has to steal the game tomorrow night. That's my thought. Hopefully he doesn't, and the team comes out all guns blazing and helps him out. But he's been in this situation several times. I keep going back to the Olympics. When it's a do or die situation every game, basically, one and you're done type of situation. So he knows what he needs to do, and he's just going to feed off of that. I'm sure that's great for his confidence. It's the last game of the season. We got the win, but obviously probably wasn't too happy with the amount of goals he got scored on him. But again, tomorrow he comes up. Last night he comes out with a big win, and he knows he's got to do it again tomorrow night.
You've been in this position before with the Vancouver Canucks, down 3-2 to the Calgary Flames. Where do you think the pressure lies right now with the teams? Calgary, those fans, kudos to them, they are loud, but where's the pressure right now?
Well, I still think the pressure's on Calgary. They're up 3-1. They're thinking, we're going to go back home. It's going to be, the crowd's going to be behind us, which they're going to be behind them without a doubt. It's going to be very loud in there. But they got to still win the game. And Vancouver, they put pressure on themselves for sure, because they're right back in it now, and they know if they get the win, weather the storm, first 10 minutes for sure, and just stick to the game again. Just stick to it. It doesn't have to. It's not a race. It doesn't have to be won in the first 10 minutes or the first period. It could be in the 80th minute. Who cares? Go into overtime if you have to. Just win the game. Bottom line.
And when we speak about pressure, there's a great deal of pressure on the franchise player. The Sedins needed to step up in a major way. We saw that. And what do you think about the coaching strategy for Willie Desjardins to play them more?
Well, I think he's, he's feeling himself out as well in the series, trying to do what he can to get these guys to score and play well. And not just them, other players. He's trying to make combinations to try and get these guys going. And sometimes it takes 4 or 5 games for that to happen. And, it seems to be working at work last night with Horvat and Higgins, and of course the Sedins. We all know what they're capable of doing. It's just they just got to go out and do it. What
do you think is the best combination for the Sedins right now? Keep Hansen with them, or put Verbata up there and get that offense going?
Well, I don't mind Hansen. He adds a lot of speed to that line. Obviously, the Sedins are ones that are playmakers, and if he gets into open space, anybody can score goals. You just put your stick down and they'll put it on your stick. But he can find the net as well. Verbata plays on the second line and gives the second line a little bit more scoring punch. May have to switch it up during the game and put them back together if need be, but I think they're fine the way they are.
And Michael Ferland on the Calgary side, we talked about it last game too, still playing this chippy game to get the Canucks riled up. What do they need to do to contain him, or just ignore him altogether?
Completely ignore him. Just let him do what he's doing. Let him spend his energy by running around and banging. They still definitely need to get in his way so stuff like this doesn't happen, because I'm sure that's their game plan is to be physical on Kevin Bieksa, the older defenseman, because they try to wear them down. He's a good hockey player. He's ramped up. This is what makes him go. But they need to definitely block him out and try and get in his way so he doesn't get those big hits. And especially tomorrow night, he's going to be really ramped up. But that's part of the game. You know what? Our big guys got to do it at the other end. Run their defensemen too.
It's going to be an exciting hockey night in Canada on Saturday night, and a lot of the traditionalists talk about rituals of whatever you did for Game 5, keep it going for Game 6. How important is it to have Kate Upton watching Game 6 here? What do you think?
Well, I don't think they're going to fly her into Calgary for that. But she was there last night, obviously, with William H. and looked like they were enjoying themselves, and we get the Game 7. I'm sure they'll probably invite them back.
It's pretty cool. The star power is out in full force. Kirk, thanks for coming by Monday. I hope we are here setting up a Game 7, and I appreciate you waking up early.
We will be, and I can't wait until and we'll be here Monday talking about it.
That a boy. like the old school logo right there too.